While looking at aviation matters, Parliament's Portfolio Committee on Tourism has received a briefing from the Board of Airline Representatives of South Africa on activities and issues affecting the sector. BASA CEO Zuks Ramaisa joins me now for more. Zuks, good evening, and thank you so much for your time. Now, business travel is, of course, central to the airline industry. Let's talk about some of the issues that those who are especially coming into South Africa have been facing with their permits.
Good evening, Kathy, and good evening to your listeners. Certainly, there are challenges in terms of, the business travel from the countries that has been flagged as belonging to the red list. It is a problem because those travelers, when they apply to the respective Department of Home Affairs, definitely the turnaround time is so slow, and there's so much uncertainty for them whether they should proceed or not. Obviously, they won't proceed. But the problem is that the airlines at that point in time, they have planned the schedule around that, and when they're about to deploy their metal, nothing happens because now the people need to cancel. And under COVID, airlines are very understanding. What they do, they keep on postponing and postponing, but at the end of the day, it's a costly exercise to deploy a metal with the less number of people that you expected. So nobody's winning under the circumstances.
If I hear you correctly, there's a level of instability that the sector is having to live with that I suppose is obviously not good for its finances too. But currently, do you foresee there being any other way of making things more stable?
Absolutely. I think there's a lot that can be done. The fact that the government has already said people must produce a negative PCR test 72 hours prior to them traveling, on its own, it's a mitigation. So now, even the airlines don't want to transport people that are sick. So it's working hand in glove. Now, this extra limitation of saying people must first apply, only business travel are allowed from the listed countries, and then, as we say, there's uncertainty as to who will answer by when. That hasn't been going out so well. So what we're saying, you've already put something in place and it's working. People will produce the PCR negative test for them prior to them being accepted in the country of origin. It's enough. When they get here, there's also a secondary test, because when they get out of the aircraft, they produce the PCR negative. Secondly, they still go through the test prior to ensure that they're healthy and they're good to come into the country. So I think everything is in place to ensure that people that comes here are safe. And as well, remember, everybody who gets to any aircraft that is southbound, that is coming to South Africa, needs to have masks on board, and the crew are vigilant. They look after that because they're very used into looking after all the strains. They've done it over the years. We had SARS, we had Ebola, we had H1N1. So crew are trained to look, and as well as the ground staff, to look after these strains. So we have protocols in place to deal with these issues.
So then, do you believe that we should be letting more people into the country and lifting some of the restrictions to beyond just the business travelers and allow leisure travelers to come into the country?
Absolutely, because of the protocols that we already have in place. So the fact that the protocols are not only done by airlines, you have to go to the local civil aviation authority of each and every country, and they have to give you a stamp of approval to say your protocols are fit for purpose for you to come into the country. So no airline will come to South Africa without having been approved by the Civil Aviation Authority. So the protocols are in place, and the crew and as well as the ground staff are trained to ensure that every passenger who gets on board is fit for purpose or has gone through the mill in terms of they've tested, they have a PCR negative, and they test them prior to boarding, and the crew watch them on board, and they've got isolation space in board should you show symptoms that you are not feeling well, they will isolate you from the passengers and they will report you prior to you arriving into the country. So much has been done by the airline community to ensure that nobody comes to South Africa who is likely to spread or to be conduit to the spreading of the diseases. So the red list, really, it must fall.
Zuks Ramaisa, let's leave it there for tonight. She is the CEO of BASA, and of course the Home Affairs Minister is on the opposite end. He has vehemently opposed the lifting of the restrictions, especially for those countries that were already on the list for business travel.